Hey everyone, Sebastian here. Welcome to the very first episode of the Resilient Reset, a moment for leaders like you to pause, reset, and realign before the overwhelm of the week takes over. I'm starting this series for a simple reason. Leaders today are under more pressure than ever, especially in the age of AI. And too many of us, let's be honest, are leading on empty. My mission is to help refill what leadership drains. Now, before we jump in, I want to share something personal. I've spent many years in different leadership roles, from leading business architecture teams to product teams to digital transformations. And I've seen firsthand how fast change can hit us and how quietly the emotional toll builds behind the scenes. See, the first time I was given the opportunity to lead when I was in my young 20s, I was excited, but in reality, I was a nervous wreck. And it was not about the challenge, it was because I didn't think I was ready. See, I am so grateful for the leader that saw something in me that at that time I didn't really see in myself. I had a lot of self doubt. I would say lots of imposter syndrome. But one of the things I learned over time is that growth is important. Growth that is not only useful, growth that is intentional, but also growth that's consistent. And it's through growth that you can learn from your mistakes and your successes, and you can show up to be a better leader today than you were yesterday. Now, I'm passionate about helping leaders because I know what it's like to want to show up strong for your team, your family, your work, but feel stretched, feel pressured, and unsure if you're doing enough. Through through coaching, research, and my own journey, I've learned something powerful. Leadership isn't about strategy, it's about inner stability. It's about protecting your peace so you can lead with purpose. And that's why this reset exists, to help you lead from a grounded place, not from exhaustion or fear. Now, this week, I want to talk about something many have asked me after my last post on leadership in the age of AI. And if you haven't read it, the premise was that to lead effectively in the age of AI, we need to strengthen, build, and transfer our peace. But one of the questions that came back is, well, if I build and strengthen my peace, how do I protect my peace? And it's such a good question. But here's the truth: most leaders don't burn out from workload, they burn out from a lack of boundaries. Now, I've been reading Jefferson Fisher's book, The Next Conversation. Highly encourage, if you haven't read that book, to read it. And he has a powerful section on boundaries. He shares something that hit home for me. As kids, we have no problem saying no. I can confirm that as a father of five. Trust me, the resistance of chores is Olympic level. But somewhere along the line, and somewhere along the way, we learn that no comes with consequences. Saying no to peers meant being left out. Saying no to authority or our parents might mean potential punishment. Saying no at work meant being labeled difficult. We started saying yes to everything. We compromised, we overcommitted, we people pleased, and we surrendered our peace in the process. Boundaries aren't about keeping people out, they're about keeping your peace intact. And in the age of AI, let's be honest, from the research I've done, 85% of initiatives are failing, and it's not about tech, but because of leadership gaps. Your peace matters more than ever. See, AI won't replace leaders, it will expose leaders. Expose whether you are anchored or overwhelmed, grounded or reactive, leading with purpose or leading from pressure. Boundaries protect the emotional clarity you need to lead well. In his book, Jefferson gives a great illustration that I love. He says, when we don't have boundaries, we hand people the remote control of our emotions. They push the buttons, they flip the channels, they decide our mood. But boundaries give us the opportunity to take back the remote. And he states that what we need to do is create manuals. These are clear instructions for how we lead ourselves and how we protect what matters. And Jeff outlines 4 essential ingredients for creating those manuals. 1, clear values. Know what's worth protecting. 2, I statements. See, boundaries are commitments to yourself. 3, clear actions. Define what you'll do if a boundary is crossed. 4, follow through. Because a boundary you don't enforce isn't a boundary. These aren't just personal principles. They directly impact your leadership, your team, and yes, even your AI initiatives. Just like we need personal boundaries, we need organizational boundaries around AI. We should be asking ourselves, what will AI do? But also what AI will not do, and why we're doing it in the first place, and how it helps people serve better. See, leaders who can communicate these boundaries reduce fear, build trust, and create clarity. And clarity is the soil where high-performing teams grow. So protecting your peace isn't just self-care, it's strategic leadership. So here's your midweek reflection. What is one boundary you need to set or reset to protect your peace this week? Drop in the comments. You never know who your reflection might encourage. And if you found this helpful, make sure you follow me as we continue this series. And I'll bring you short resets to help you lead with clarity, confidence, and resilience in the age of AI. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me. Protect your peace, lead with purpose, and I'll see you next week. Stay resilient.